This is not a test. This is not a test. This is not a test.
All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. Another ride and chat on all the wonderful problems we're going to have to deal with. I know I'm a negative Nelly, but I'm also realistic, and things happen a little bit quicker than just getting the right people for a job. You got to do the job too. So what kind of a job is that? We've talked about other things. Last week it came out that Tom Homan was basically one of the first picks of the new cabinet, and he immediately came out and said, we're getting rid of a bunch of people that are not supposed to be here and have come here illegally. And I've versed my opinions on how that should look, and how it could, if not done right, blow up in people's faces and make it so 2026 is a blue wave. So they need to do it in the right way. But from what we're seeing, it does need to be done. Now, of course, they're going to tell you pretty stories about, families and all that, and I'm more focused on what many in our official law enforcement and military have concerns over. Now, who's that? Well, you guys remember back in like July, August, these initially, purported to be untrue, but all came out to be true in some fashions. The group from Venezuela, Tren de Aragua, or TDA, as some people call them now, going into different types of living situations and commandeering those living situations, and then either collecting the rent or doing worse. Well, those people haven't gone anywhere yet. So by many estimates, there are thousands of these people. The low estimate is about 5,000 of this member of gang members, 5,000 of them in America right now alone. And of course, that's the official number, so that number is really, really low. It's probably 2 to 4 times that. So you're probably talking about 10 to 20,000 at least. These people are not your usual members. A lot of them are considered to be on par with like paramilitary. They don't really care about optics. They will get into fights in broad daylight and challenge people, and they're on the radar of many of our law enforcement. And specifically, there was a report by one of the main guys from the TBI, which is the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, basically saying that these are some nasty characters, and they are currently in every major city in Tennessee and probably across the nation. So quite another feather in the cap of living out in the country, but still, we all got to go to the city sometimes. So, thing of the logistics, and the thing that kind of popped into my head about all this is, what will it look like if they have to confront these people and if they fight back? And from what I understand about their tenacity, they're definitely going to fight back. Other things are, if these people are in the big cities are not exactly bastions of personal security for people. You can't have your 2A equipment and everything else, open carry in many of America's major cities, which of course is not fair, especially when it is a right enshrined in the Constitution, but it's just a fact. So, say in Chicago, where Tren de Aragua, I'm sure, is getting set up, if anything were to happen, you could barely have pepper spray in most of these cities. So, how things are going to look logistically just to get rid of the criminals, I don't know. But it's in a whole other realm when it is a violent gang member or quasi-paramilitary group, whatever the heck you want to call them, that are well-resourced, have a network, and are basically very good at being violent. That's a problem. And those are the kind of people that have streamed over the border by literally the thousands over the last 4 years. I mean, the total number of everybody coming over is in the millions upon. It's probably maybe even in the tens of millions. It's so large you can't even really quantify it. So that makes it tough in itself, but what is it logistically going to look like to remove these people? And then, of course, think of the economic damage they do when they harass businesses or ruin places or make it so certain neighborhoods become very violent. These are all things that are starting to now come to light. It's the big picture of just how large this problem that we have to deal with is going to be. And even then, just dealing with the problem is going to be chock full of pitfalls and other things that could derail the agenda of undoing. And think about it, it's not like we're trying to move forward. We're just trying to claw back the problems that have been bestowed upon us, and none of us really wanted it, so much so that the electoral win was about as decisive as you can get in modern times. So, lack of a better way of putting it, nobody wants this crap. They don't want Tren de Aragua or any other criminal gangs. They don't want, our money going to paying and sustaining people that have not taken the proper path of coming here. So we don't need to retread those waters. I think we all agree and know about that. I'm still kind of scratching my head on the best way for us to deal with the volume of people here. But I can tell you this, anything criminal, those people need to be on the first plane back to wherever the heck it is they're from. So, all right, friends, I just wanted to pop on here. I saw that story. It was also DOD officials were weighing in on how nasty this group is, and they're still all over the place. In fact, they're probably still trying to make their way here. So just be cognizant of that. We have a lot of issues to deal with, and there's a long road ahead because the damage has been done. Hopefully we can do things to undo that damage. All right, friends, hit the links in the description and all that. Check me out on mine, Gabs, Truth, Twitter, X, and check out SubscribeStar and Locals, and I'll probably have a Rumble video today. I'm due. It's been about 4 or 5 days. I'm trying to do a little 5-minute there every 2 or 3 days to keep that fresh. So more and more people have been joining me over there. That's good. But Crisis Report rolls on. I'll probably have one tonight. I got a pretty chill weekend, so we'll probably be posting a little more than usual. Otherwise, God bless. Stack, stock, stick to the plan. Keep your head in the swivel and your powder dry. And we appreciate you coming by PrepperNow for a little drive and chat. And we will see you on the next one.